Hello you guys, welcome back to the channel. Claire. I hope that you guys had an amazing weekend, a fabulous Monday. It's now Tuesday. I'm like freezing. I've got like this little sweat jacket on, super fuzzy. It's comfy on the inside. I've got my heater going. It's been raining for like 3 or 4 days straight, super gloomy. I've been napping and enjoying myself, but you guys, a lot going on, quite a bit going on, and it's just like, wow, where do I even start? But I guess I want to start with the fact that Johnny is back in the US of A, y'all. Like, how booked and busy is this man? He literally was shooting a movie in Versailles, all right, wrapped that movie, went back to the States, and now he's going to be on tour with Jeff Beck doing his thing up on stage again. Booked and busy, while Amber on the other end is in Spain frolicking around with allegedly, possibly a child that is hers, but maybe not hers. We're hearing that possibly it's a rent-a-baby. But then we also saw, it was an article from Daily Mail that the article literally said a baby with whom she shares with Elon Musk. So it literally said that in the article, which I have not seen anywhere. Like, it was speculated and everything, but that article said a baby with whom she shares with Elon Musk. I'm gonna have to try to find it a little bit later. And so I was very surprised and interested on that. I'm like, it's very suspicious how, like, we first get these pictures of Amber with the baby out in Spain, and then this Daily Mail article drops claiming that the baby is Elon's. I wonder how Elon feels about that. I wonder how Amber feels about that, because it literally said a baby with whom she shares with Elon Musk. So Amber's frolicking along in Spain with her new girlfriend because she's dang on pushed Eve to the side, poor girl. Johnny is booked and busy living his life. We have some new pics of him looking absolutely amazing, absolutely stunning. Oh my. Oh, he looks so good. He looks so cool. It looks like he has some of his facial hair back. Oh, I love facial hair. I love facial hair so much. Like, with the hair all in his face. Just all, ooh, I fucking love it. I love it. Him and Jeff. He looks good, y'all. He looks really, really, really good. And that brings me to the next point, because I watched the interview with Jessica and Camille that they did on Law and Crime with Angelina Levy. The two women did phenomenal. And Angelina did phenomenal with the interview. She kept it very neutral, very, I felt like it wasn't biased. Like, the facts are the facts are the facts. It is what it is. We all saw it, So I just felt like it was a great interview to kind of showcase these women and the plans and their strategy and all the legwork that had to be done. They were saying that they would be up till 5:30 in the morning, like the day of, like preparing for shit to go into court. Hours later, they would be up till 5:30 in the morning. Imagine doing that. It was like 6 weeks, day after day after day after day. These people were working their fucking asses off, and they did not mind, because they knew that they were fighting for something good, and they knew and believed Johnny. They believed his story. So I also think that is why they did such a good job, because they knew what they were fighting for was correct. So her and Camille, Jessica, Angelina, they sat down and had a conversation. It was like a 20-minute interview or so, and they kind of went through what their strategies were. Like, one thing I found was interesting was that Camille and Jessica were saying that they actually had a conversation about who would be questioning what witness. So Jessica was the one who questioned Johnny in his direct, right? And she did a phenomenal, excellent job. She literally let him speak, get his story out, had the correct questions. She was on point. She let his story shine. She let him shine. We had not heard that in the UK trial, because that's another interesting point that they put up, that it wasn't like in the UK trial there was direct questioning. It was just all like cross. So you always were going to get a questioning from the witness, aka Johnny, from an adverse party. cross-examining him. He didn't have the chance to tell his story like he did here in the US. So like that was all very interesting. So like they agreed that Jessica was going to question Johnny for his testimony. They kind of decided on that like a month out, and of course she was like, of course I do. She was, of course, like it's Johnny Depp. And apparently she graduated from Boston University of Law, I believe, in 2015. And then 7 years later, for her first jury trial, question a witness, her first one, she's questioning Johnny Depp. That's baller. That's baller. And then for Camille, the decision to kind of question Amber came actually when Camille deposed Amber. Because apparently Camille had deposed Amber for 1 day, Ben had deposed Amber for 2 days, and they found that they got a more effective response in testimony that they wanted from Camille, meaning that Camille was able to get underneath Amber's skin. She was able to get underneath her skin so much to the point that at their, I think it was it the cross? Was it the cross or was it the rebuttal? When literally Amber, because she had to get her fucking crazy ass back up on the stand, she literally said, I wrote the op-ed about Johnny because he curries favor for powerful men or some bullshit like that. And it's so interesting. That's what everybody was like, girl, do you know what the fuck just came out of your goddamn mouth? I don't even think Amber realized in that moment what came out of her mouth. She probably went back and then realized, well, goddamn, I fucked up. But Camille said that when that happened, she in that moment had to think like, okay, do I underline this? Do I make it a big deal so that the jury, you know, literally has their focus on what the hell she just said? Or do I just let it sit there and let them hear it and let it resonate? And in that moment, she decided to let it sit there. She said she made a decision to pause. You see her pause at one point after she says that because she was trying to determine what she wanted to do. And she decided to let that shit just sit there and let the jury hear what it is that just came out that bitch's mouth, which was that she wrote that fucking op-ed about Johnny, which is why we're here to begin with, bitch. Like, you literally, how do you go through a whole fucking trial, all this fucking shit, and then you can't get your story straight enough? You're lying that you didn't told on your fucking self. Told on your goddamn self. It was ingenious. It was so ingenious. So like they literally planned out everything. Even so, point to I believe Jessica was saying after, I think it was after the redirect or something, when they played that audio. They played that audio when Johnny was on the stand and Amber was talking about stuff. Tell the world Johnny Depp isn't abused. That was abused by Amber. See who will believe it. Yeah, y'all remember that shit? That was all planned. All planned for it to happen at those exact moments. Now, of course, they were saying there was things that were like unprecedented that like came up and you kind of have to work with it. But I was just like, wow, like the law world, like it's very interesting. Like, I don't think I could ever be a lawyer just because I'm not trying to be up at 5:30 in the morning and then have to be in court at like 8 a.m. Like my brain is not made for that. My brain is not made for that. I'd be up there like goddamn Elaine, talk about some, I'm trying. Elaine said, I'm trying. Like, just absolutely ridiculous. But Angelina also asked them how Johnny was feeling, you know, how he's doing now, and they were saying how he has such a weight lifted off his shoulders, like he's free, he can live his life now, which you can obviously see in like all the pictures that have come out with him recently. He just looks like a weight has been lifted off his shoulder, like 10-15 years has been wiped off his face. Like, it's amazing. And they Angelina also asked about, you know, that first day when Johnny came, he had his hair down, he looked very sad, nervous, tense. And she said, you know, in the beginning he looked very nervous, but then as the trial progressed, you could see him get more comfortable, you could see him relax some, he was joking this, that, and another. And Camille and Jessica were saying like, yeah, like we noticed that too, because he was becoming confident in what was happening. At first he was very nervous, didn't really know what was going to be going down, but once the first witness was going out, he was able to tell his story. He was able to see that he could win this thing because he had the truth on his side. He had the truth on his side all along. And I kind of love that he came in there like real humble, didn't really know what was going on, as opposed to Amber coming in there like her shit don't fucking stink, which it does, bitch. And he saw gradually as it went on and gained that confidence. And they also said that he was very collaborative with them. Like, they would sit there and have conversations about the day like that just happened and what was going to happen the next day. And he has a very, very, they said he had very, very good memory. Very good memory. And he can have details. He remembers details very well. So, like, all that fucking bullshit, Amber talking about drugs and drinking and this, that, and other. Yeah, he was drinking and drugging, but at least he got his fucking memory, bitch. What do you have? A whole bunch of fucking lies. Calculations. That's all you have, literally. And then the last thing they were kind of talking about was the appeal and how they think that that was going to go. But they pretty much said that because this is such like a nuanced situation and there's not really many other cases to compare to in like Virginia, that they're just going to kind of see what happens. That, you know, we don't know yet. We don't know how that's going to happen, but they have faith that everything will stay as it is. So I just thought it was a great interview. I thought they did very well. I think that Camille obviously deserves her partnership with the law firm. I love that Ben allowed for these women to showcase them and put them in the spotlight and put them up front. You know, Jessica Bing, she graduated law school in 2015. I graduated I graduated college in 2015. So I'm kind of wondering how old she is, but I'm just like, the accomplishments at that young of an age, even for Camille, that young of an age to have literally been on a case like this and did so fucking well. The sky is the limit for these ladies. They could do anything they want to. There's so many people out there that they're going to be able to reach out to and help, and it's just amazing. I just loved watching the interview. I look forward to following their careers in the future. So I thought that was very, 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 very cool. But now with this damn heater on, I done got hot and I feel like I need to take this off. So hold on. Whew, okay, I feel so much better. But yeah, I really just think those ladies are so cool. Great role models, and just round of applause. Round of an effing applause, ladies. Love it, love it, love it. But I did find that screenshot of the article I was talking about. And the tweet says, new Daily Mail article confirming Rocket Man, aka Elon, as the sperm donor. Did she leak that herself as part of the obvious PR campaign with paparazzi pics showing her as a doting mom in Spain? So it literally says it here. Says it right here. Okay? This is what I'm reading off of. This is the tweet. Here's the screenshot of the Daily Mail article. It says, her, 36, even let her hair down on Sunday as she caught her 1-year-old daughter, Onaya, I can't even pronounce the name, whom she it says literally, whom she shares with Tesla CEO Elon Musk, from a slide and played with her in the Mediterranean city. It says it right there. Not allegedly, not like, oh, like we're speculating, nothing. It says whom she shares. Like, that's a definite fucking fact. So like, I wonder if Elon knows about this, that she's out here claiming the baby is his, and the Daily Mail is letting people know that the baby is for sure Elon's. That says a lot. That to me says a effing lot. So not only were you in a relationship with Johnny, cheating on him with multiple people, in the elevator with multiple people, then once you've settled that situation, you go over to the next rich man, get frozen embryos, and have a baby with him so that you can have some child support coming in and always have a bag. Like, it's calculation to its fucking finest. The woman, oh my god, this fucking woman is literally insane. But I want to know what you guys think. Like, I already am convinced really that the baby is Elon's, but for Daily Mail to come out and say that like that so staunchly, I'm like, what's really going on here? What's really happening? But yeah, it's just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. And Kanye's getting on my fucking nerves. He's such, I can't. I'm not even gonna go there with Kanye. If you know, you know the latest shit that he's put out. Like, it's just like, for real, dude. Like, you want all the attention and you don't care how you'll get it. Narcissistic personalities, they literally don't care what the fuck attention it is, as long as they're getting it any which way they can. It's fucking sad. Like, ugh, disgusting. Disgusting. And I've also been seeing a lot of like this Ned Fulmer stuff with Try Guys. Like, I literally have never heard of a Try Guy a day in my life until this scandal came out with Ned Fulmer cheating on his wife with a co-worker who also was married, well, not married, but engaged, and had been with her fiance or boyfriend for like 10 plus years. Foolishness. Foolishness. Like, what? Come on. Him, Adam. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, you guys, like, I feel like it's never going to be enough. Like, and it kind of scares me. Like, in my own situation, it's like, damn, am I ever going to be enough for one man? Or is it just a thing where men are just going to cheat on you? Like, that it's just, people are meant to be polyamorous or whatever the word is, or have multiple partners in this, that, and other. Like, are we meant to just not be monogamous? Because it seems like, and I'm not just saying it's men who cheat. There are ladies who cheat. Yes, we know. But I'm talking about this situation. In my own personal situation, it's just like, fuck. Like, damn, like, the most beautiful women have been cheated on. It's just like, I just saw Tom Brady and Giselle are like getting a divorce because he, I think it was Tom Brady. Let me make sure it's Tom Brady. I'm pretty sure she was married to Tom Brady. Yeah, they got a divorce because apparently he was supposed to retire, right, from football, and then to focus his life on his family and stuff like that. Then he ups and fucking decides, after they already have that agreement with his wife, that he's going to go back and play some more. Do you know how fucking disrespectful that is? So I'm fucking glad she divorced his ass. They've hired a divorce attorney. It's a fucking wrap, because it's disrespectful. You've been playing for umpteen years. You don't need any more money. You're old. Go somewhere and be a fucking commentator. I see all the time on the shows Christians watch, like the old athletes, they're doing commentation, they're making a fucking bag off of that. Go do that. You can have a life, still be in the game somewhat, and then have a life with your family. But the disrespect of saying that you're going to retire and focus on your family and then go back and play some fucking ball and forsake your family and the arrangement that y'all had made, that's fucked up. Like, it's fucked up. And I just, like, as a woman, I'm just like realizing so much, and like about my worth and what I want and what I'm gonna tolerate and what I'm not gonna tolerate. And it's just like, time out for the bullshit. It's like, time out for bullshit. If somebody does not want to be in your life, let them fucking leave. Let them go. Don't fucking fight for that shit, because you should never have to fight to have someone stay in your life who does not want to be there. They do not want to be there and have shown you that they do not want to be there. Why fight to get that? Like, it's never going to be genuine. It's always going to be you, like, begging or this, that, and other, and blah, blah, blah. I don't even beg for nobody's fucking time no more. Like, fuck that shit. If you want to spend time with me, you know where the fuck I'm at. Hit me up. Like, no, I'm not. So I am just, like, above, like, I'm up here with all these cheating scandals going out. Like, I see it on TikTok all the time with these women who are married and their husbands are doing this and that and other, and I'm like, again, I know women, we do our fucking dirt. I get it. I'm talking about this situation, but it's a lot. It's a fucking lot. So, like, I'm just like, oh my god, like, I don't know, like, about my future. I'm just like, what is going on? And then we have another situation with Brad and Angelina, which has been brewing, literally brewing, but like now we're getting this article and getting details of what the fuck went down. And this is child abuse and or spousal abuse, Brad. Come on! Like, what is going on? So this is what it says. And this is from New York Times. Brad Pitt choked one of the children and struck another in the face, and grabbed Angelina by the head, and shook her. Like, imagine him, like, he grabbed her by the, and was like shaking her. No! Get the fuck off of me. And then at one point, he poured a beer on her. Like, I remember reading that before. And then he poured red wine on the children, like spitting throwing drinks on people, disrespect. Disrespect. If you ever spit on me, spitting on someone is the highest, one of the highest forms of disrespect. And then throwing your drink on somebody, it just shows that you have no fucking care. They're worthless to you. You could literally give a fuck. It's just disrespect on so many levels. So now we have this situation with Johnny and Amber was the abuser in this situation, and Johnny was the one being abused. And now we have this situation with Brad Pitt, another one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, with whom is being said that he has abused his children, and Angelina. Now, here's the thing, because we know we've gone through this with Johnny, right? And just people automatically believing what was said, right? Without the evidence and this, that, and other, and blah, 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 right? And he was completely trashed, all his work taken away, this, that, and other, right? And his life was ruined. Do we take the same stance with this whole Brad Pitt and Angelina situation? It hasn't been brought to a court of law quite yet. We don't have the full details, the full stories. We have what Angelina is saying happened to her and her kids. I will say, for me personally, I will say when I heard about the Johnny situation, that was something that I could absolutely not fucking believe he did. I was so fucking shocked that it was out of his character. It's something that, like, I felt in here. I'm like, that shit's not right. That shit's not right. I don't believe it. Now with Brad has been one of those, you know, white men in my life movie star. I'm like, goddamn, him and Troy, Interview with the Vampire, Legends of the Fall, like all that shit, Mr. and Mrs. Smith. He's a good-looking man. However, hearing this, I don't know why, and it could be either right or it could be wrong. It could be biased. It could be whatever. I'm leaning towards believing Angelina, and I don't know if I can say that, but I don't want to, I'm not going to say for a fact, you know, because I don't have all the details. But I do feel like Angelina is very big. Like, they adopted all these children. Like, my God, she has to love children. I feel like someone, you can do whatever the fuck it is you want. I feel like she's a person, like, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do to me, but when you mess with my children, that's another fucking story, and I'm coming for your fucking ass. And I think that's where it's coming from. And as a mother, for her, I'm not a mother, so I don't know, I feel like that would be very important. So it's a little bit different, but I'm just like, I'm trying not to do that thing that happened to Johnny, to Brad, if that makes sense. Because we don't have all the details. We don't have all this, that, and another. So I'm just sitting here waiting until I get more details, until I have more confirmation. I was trying to read the article, but dang on New York Times has a paywall, and I'm not paying for that. But I gave you the gist of what was being said and the claims that are being made. So it's just we're gonna have to see. It's gonna be something else. Information is gonna be coming out, this, that, and another. I wonder if we have audio. Like in the Johnny and Amber case, we have seen pictures from Angelina with bruises and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see, y'all. I mean, it's everywhere right now. Like, grabbed her head and shook it and struck one of the kids in the face. My God. Mental health is so important, y'all. It's so effing important. And I just feel like there's so many people out there that need help and just, like, won't get it, or they're trying to get help and it's not working. I don't know. This world is crazy, y'all, and I see it every day. I'm like, even when I'm like thinking about like having children and like, do I want to bring a child into this crazy world? Like, I'm about to be 30. I think they say by like 35, after 35 you become like high risk and whatnot. I'm trying not to like think about it too hard, and I'm so sorry, like all of this is on a really random tangent, but I'm like, do I want to bring children into this world? Can I afford to bring children into this world and provide them with a life that my parents afforded me, you know, if not better? That's when you know, when you have children, you want to be able to do better than what your parents are even being able to provide that. But in the situation I am here now, at the age of 29 going on 30, I'm looking at this shit like, woo, it is bleak. It is fucking bleak. But then a lot of people say, like, when you have children, it seems to just all work out and you just figure it out because you have to. So I'm just like, it's a situation where you're never really ready, but when it happens, you get ready. So who knows what will happen one day. I would love to have a little girl, you know. Just a little girl, like, I just, like, she'd been my best friend in the world. Oh my God, like, I'd love to have a little girl. But, yeah, you guys, it's gonna be interesting to see what this whole situation with Brad and Angelina goes down into, because I feel like it's leaking out bit by bit by bit, and then we're gonna get the big, with all the details out there. So I'm gonna keep looking up on that, making sure that I update you for you all who, like, care about that situation. But I did want to share one more thing, and one more thing that is really effing random, and I have to find it. And it's kind of more on true crime, and it's a case that I remember fucking being in Virginia Beach with my mom, my sister, my mom's best friend, and her daughter. We went down for like a girls trip to Virginia Beach when the Casey and Kaylee Anthony situation was happening, when the baby girl went missing, and we were glued to the fucking TV. When I tell you, I have watched so many fucking documentaries, so many interviews, depositions, everything like that. I have watched, same with Joni Arias' trial. I don't know why, like, those trials just, like, really, like, irk the fuck out of me, especially the Casey Anthony one, because that bitch should not have gotten off. Should not have gotten off. And a lot of people say, like, her parents and whatnot say they don't think that she per se killed her, but maybe could have been involved. But you're guilty off the fact that your daughter was missing for 31 fucking days and you never called the goddamn police. She never called the police because the person who called the police was Cindy Anthony, her freaking mom, who made her do it. She never called the fucking police. How does your child, your toddler daughter, I think she was like 2 or 3, go missing for 31 days and you do not call the effing police at all, and you're out partying, getting tattoos, doing everything else in the fucking world, stealing money from your friends. Y'all, I'm not even gonna fucking go there. But I think that Casey Anthony is guilty as fucking sin. Guilty as fucking sin. And that is one of, like, that and JonBenet, when I get to heaven, I want to know, God, who did this shit? You know, who did it? Who did it? Because this shit is not adding up. It's not adding up. So let me find what it is, that my little random tidbit. Because when I saw it, I was like, I wasn't even searching for it. I was just on TikTok and it popped up and I'm like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Hold on. I had to turn some light in here because it's getting so dark. Okay, so I had to kind of, like, talk about this just because it kind of, it does upset me that this woman literally got off scot-free, is now able to live her life. Yes, it's not a life that she probably could have lived prior to this whole situation had she not fucking lied her ass off and did all this foolishness the entire time. But she still has a life. She's not sitting in jail every day, you know. She has a life, she's out there, she's living it. Whereas her young baby girl had her life taken from her like this. And when I watch videos and interviews and stuff like that, Casey does not cry about her daughter. She does not cry about her daughter. She only cries when it comes to her talking about herself and the shit she's having to go through, and how it's not fair that she's sitting in jail. It's not fair that all these people are talking about her. It's not fair that bitch, you put yourself in this position. You wouldn't be in jail if you wouldn't have fucking child neglect 31 days. You wouldn't been in jail if you wouldn't have lied at every possible moment to police officers trying to help you find your child. She lied about everything. That's why you were sitting in jail. Nothing but your own fucking fault. But she was trying to make it seem like it was everybody else's fault. Again, narcissists. They can't take accountability for anything. Nothing at all. So let's get to what I'm getting to. I saw this TikTok. It's this girl. she posted, it says, the writing says, and it kind of goes quick, so that's why I'm like describing it to you before I show you. It says, when someone updates you about your actually psychopathic high school ex, and this is his most recent girlfriend. Y'all, look at this. Just look at this. So that's the writing, right? Look at this shit. Is it gonna play? Oh, god damn it. See? I done fucked up. Okay, let me see if I can do it now. Play. So, oh my god. Technical difficulties. Technical difficulties. Okay. So, this is this girl's ex-boyfriend, who she says is psychopathic, and who is that but fucking Casey Anthony. And I do not know why, every time I see her mouth and her face, it scares the shit out of me. I think her teeth are so big and her mouth is so fucking huge, and when she smiles, it gives me the effing creeps. So Casey Anthony is out here living her life like it's golden with a new boyfriend. What? And this guy has to know who she is. Like, has to. And is okay with dating her. But of course, it's probably because she called him a psychopath herself, and this is her ex. See? When your actual psychopathic ex, look at that shit. Look at that. So then once I saw this, it obviously made me want to dig some more. And so then I see this TikTok from a friend, okay? Apparently a friend, and we'll play this. And I'm just like, so now, after all these years, is this really about to go down? Is this really about to go down? Let's see.
Of Casey and Kaylee Anthony. If you don't, I'll give you a breakdown. So back in 2008, Casey Anthony lost her 2-year-old daughter named Kaylee.
Lost.
It was a massive news story. Probably the biggest trial in American history. Casey was found not guilty.
Stupidly.
There was a massive uproar from the public because Kaylee had been missing for 31 days.
31!
And Casey didn't report her missing.
Ever.
Well, what if I was to tell you that I was one of the people who was involved in that story?
Give us proof.
At the time that Kaylee went missing, Casey was my roommate's girlfriend. So I was there and saw Kaylee for probably one of the last times.
But I want proof.
I testified in the trial.
He testified in trial. I gotta find him.
Killed Kaylee, and that there's a documentary coming out that's gonna blow your fucking mind.
Gonna blow our minds.
Do you know the story?
So this guy
Do you know the story?
was a roommate. And he testified in the trial. And he says, what if I told you that Casey did not kill Kaylee, and there's going to be this bombshell documentary coming out? Well, I want to fucking see it. I want to fucking see it. And why does it take, since that happened in 2008 and it is 2022 and y'all went through a whole fucking trial and you told a whole bunch of goddamn lies? Why now, after all these years later, after you have been acquitted and they can't charge your fucking ass again, now you want to sit there and say, oh, this is some proof. We have some bombshell proof that Casey did not kill Kaylee. The thing is, like I just said, even if she did not directly kill her, okay, like kill her with her hands, she could have given her something. That whole Xanny thing, people speculated it might have been Xanax that she was giving the little girl to put her to sleep so she could go out and party and doing exactly what the fuck she did when she was missing for 31 days. No, absolutely. And it's like, so she's missing. You literally, she may not have physically done it, but she knew and had some type of something to do with it. And she was missing for 31 days and she never reported her. That is instant guilt to me. Instant guilt. And the fact that when you were provided with the police, they come to you, they're trying to help you out, you give them a whole rack of fucking lies. That to me is guilty. So I'll be watching out for the documentary. I'll be watching out because I want to know. I want to effing know, because that little girl did not deserve that. She looked as sweet as she could fucking be. They said she had a huge personality. You know, you see her with her little shades on and this, that, and other. She never got a fucking chance. And her mother never shed a tear. Never shed a tear over her. Shed a tear over her fucking self. So that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. I had to get that out. I know it's very random, but it was very random for me to come across this TikTok about Casey Anthony now having a boyfriend. And I'm like, who in their right mind would date Casey Anthony? And clearly he's not in his right mind. People are crazy. People are crazy. There's no way on earth that I would ever date and have someone be with me, sleep in my bed, close my eyes at night and be able to sleep peacefully with the possibility that they killed another fucking human being. You would have to be crazy yourself to endure that and put yourself through that bullshit. Nah. No way, no way, no way, no how. Fuck that shit. Like, no. Absolutely not. I was gonna get into some Meghan, Harry, royal family stuff, but I feel like this video has been long enough. If you've gotten to this point, I truly appreciate you guys. You know, this is, to be transparent, this is going to be my last full month in this apartment. I'm having to move. I'm having to go back home. So things are going to be a little bit different. I'm just going to take you guys through my journey of, I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, but I'm hopeful. I got to get my life back on track. But this is life, y'all, and I'm just fucking trying to live it. And all of this kind of does help to distract me from everything that's going on, so that I'm not like completely freaking the fuck out. And it's helpful to be able to like talk about different things that interest me and like get riled up and talk to you guys who like maybe care about this stuff more than like what people in my real life care about this stuff. So it's really cool to do that. So I'm really, really grateful for you guys who watch and who have commented. Like, I appreciate y'all so much. I really do. And it just keeps me wanting to keep doing this, and like mainly for myself, so I can see where I was then and where I'm going, and I can look back on all this and be like, girl, you got your shit together and look at where you are now. So I just wanted to say that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, wherever you may be in this crazy ass world. I feel like time is moving so much faster. And I was watching this one TikTok, of course, but apparently some scientists were saying that the world is spinning faster on its axis, and therefore that is making time go faster. And then there was like a few days last year, apparently, or something that were shorter than 24 hours. Some craziness. You know, stuff that I don't understand, but I definitely feel like time is moving faster, because I'm just like, tomorrow's about to be Wednesday and the week is halfway over, and I feel like I just started, which is fine for me, closer to the weekend, but my God. But enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your week, just enjoy your time, enjoy your life. We've only got one of these, and just try your best. That's all that's the best advice I feel like that I've ever been given, is like, try your best. And when you know that you're trying your best, like you've done the best that you can do, you know, it is what it is. So that's it, you guys. I'm gonna stop rambling, as I feel like I've done throughout this whole video. Sorry for all the random tidbits and me going on tangents and this, that, and another, but I also have a lot of personal stuff going on that kind of correlates to all the foolishness that is happening in the world, and it's just all a lot, honey. So yeah, have a great day, you guys. I will leave you here. Think about liking, think about subscribing. If not, I completely understand, but I'll see you guys a little bit later. Bye.